As expected, it is no surprise that the roads are completely free, but for some mild hiccups from military men who initially stopped us from moving freely. With that sorted, our crew moved to Ogumodede College, Papa Ekbe, in Ekbe local government area. 9:15 a.m., voters are already waiting as the ad hoc start are yet to commence the exercise. Accreditation and voting starts at 9:50 a.m. Shortly after, Governor Akiomi Ambode cast his vote, showering encomium on INEC.
Night and ever since morning also, everywhere has been very peaceful. We want to commend INEC. I mean, they've been up to the task, and almost everywhere election materials are in place. In the places where materials have not gotten to, obviously, they are up to the task, and those things are already being done. And this election is going to be very peaceful, and I pray it's very successful.
At Ibejuleki, voters turned out en masse despite the shift. We caught up with a senator representing Lagos East Senatorial District, Ashafa, and others after casting their vote.
I was able to cast my votes around 9:46. Yes, 9:46. So the actual process took about 5 minutes, and I must tell you that I was quite impressed. The card reader was working perfectly well. I was able to thumbprint, and that mark you could see there, and I went straight in there, to cast my vote. I'm hoping that with this, all eligible voters will be able to exercise their civic responsibility.
We have a lot of people here that want to cast their vote. I will give it to INEC for this period. The process of accreditation and casting your vote simultaneously is helping the situation.
We're tired of doing the same thing and expecting different results. And I think we also realize that it is up to us to make a change, if at all there is to be a real change. And I'm not talking change along party lines. I'm talking in terms of, the real context and the real meaning of, causing, and effecting change in Nigeria. And so people have come out because they realize that it's up to them. More people are learning that, their votes count. More people are learning that, look, it's not enough to have a conversation on social media. That doesn't count as a vote.
There was a little issue at other places visited. The ad hoc staff were a little late and had issues with some of the card reader machines. Party agents share their views.
There's no tension. Everything is stable. And going by the arrival of the materials, in a deal like this, there are little challenges, logistics problem. Though we arrived here a little bit late, but you see we are ahead of the time.
I really say the election here has been much peaceful, well organized, except for some lapses, because at the initial we had some lapses of card reader issues, and some others had missing names on the voters registration. So such issues came up, but were dealt with.
They gave one or two persons the privilege to vote if their terms, without accreditation. That's as soon as the machine fails, they use their discretion and say, okay, you can vote. And normally it is not proper according to INEC laws.
Security personnel were almost redundant as the voters conducted themselves peacefully at Lekki Phase 1, Victoria Island, and other parts of Ikoyi visited.
Yes, they have been orderly and everything has been nice, because compared to the election that was conducted 4 years ago, the arrangement was not like this, and as you can see, everything was arranged alphabetically, and to that extent everything was free and fast.
With voting done around 2:30, counting starts at some of the polling units. Nigerians from all walks of life have come out today en masse to exercise their franchise. Despite the rescheduling of the election from February 16 to February 23rd, one would have thought that voter apathy would have been expected, but so far they are excited to come out to vote, to change the status quo and contribute to the growth of the nation. From Ekpetedo to Ibejuleki to Victoria Island to Ikoyi and the whole of Lagos Island, expectations were really high and the voters are really happy to exercise their franchise. Justin Akadone, Galaxy News Lagos.